are only a few months into 2021, but already a handful of celebs have taken the opportunity to ring in the new year to openly share their truths. And you know what? We love to see it. But before we dig in, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss these and our future video posts. Taking part in the post of a pic trend that took over Instagram stories in January, actress Maddie Hasson, who fans mostly know from the Freeform series Twisted and the YouTube series Impulse, publicly came out as bisexual after sharing a selfie with the caption, "Hi, I'm bi and proud," when asked by a fan to post a pic that gave off a gay or bi vibe. Professional wrestler Chris Lewis, better known by his wrestling stage name Mr. Grimm, rang in the new year in January by taking to Twitter to share a heartfelt coming out message, letting his followers know that he is pansexual. "For years, I've struggled with my identity, too worried about how others will feel or think about me," Lewis wrote in his tweet. "I've finally gained the courage to openly express that I'm pansexual." Popular film critic and YouTube personality Chris Tuckman came out as pansexual in an emotional January video posted to his YouTube channel. "I am pansexual," the content creator said in his coming out video. "If you don't know what pansexuality is, essentially you are attracted to all genders. And that's me." The Star Trek Discovery star publicly opened up about her sexuality in January and confirmed to the world that she's definitely queer and proud. "I did say this," Wiseman told StarTrek.com when asked to clarify a comment she made in a previous Zoom interview where she had made the comment, "I'm not straight. It's not a big deal at all. I just didn't want to say I'm straight when I'm not. Before Noah, I dated and loved people of all genders. I never liked it when straight presenting women dominated conversations about bisexuality or pansexuality when I was with women. So, I try not to do it now, but I also don't want it to feel like I'm hiding anything because I'm queer and proud." Artist and LGBTQ activist Nats Getty publicly opened up about their gender identity in January in a heartfelt and emotional social media post and in a video on their partner, popular beauty guru Gigi Gorge's YouTube channel. "I am transgender, non-binary. I've spent my entire life not in sync with the body I was born with and confined by an outward appearance that did not match my mind of soul," Nats wrote in a letter on Instagram posted alongside a portrait with Gigi. "It wasn't until recently that I was even comfortable admitting this to myself. Once I was able to look inwards and truly reflect on my authentic self." After online speculation from fans in January, following several posts on TikTok where she was lip-syncing to Lady Gaga's iconic bop, Born This Way, and dancing with the members of queer social media collective Pride House LA, popular singer, dancer, and Nickelodeon star Jojo Siwa took to Twitter to confirm that she is queer, donning a shirt that her cousin gifted her to wear that says, "Best gay cousin ever." After that, in an April cover story interview for People magazine, Siwa said that although she's still figuring things out when it comes to what specific LGBTQ label to use and identify with, she does use and is comfortable with the pansexual label. "I don't know, bisexual, pansexual, queer, lesbian, gay, straight. I always just say gay because it kind of covers, or queer because I think the keyword is cool. I like queer," she said. "Technically, I would say that I'm pansexual because that's how I've always been my whole life. It's just like my human is my human." The country music star and lead vocalist of the musical duo The Brothers Osborne publicly spoke his truth and came out as gay in a February interview with Time magazine. "I'm very comfortable being gay," TJ told Time. "I find myself being guarded for not wanting to talk about something that I personally don't have a problem with. That feels so strange." Retired World Wrestling Entertainment superstar Gabby Taft publicly opened about her gender identity in a powerful post on her Instagram account in February. The 42-year-old California native came out as trans, saying that, "I'm no longer afraid and I'm no longer fearful. I can now say with confidence that I love myself for who I am." Reign and Teen Wolf actress Adelaide Kane came out as bisexual in a February TikTok post. "Me, super nervous to come out publicly as bisexual to the people in my life and social media," reads the caption of Kane's coming out TikTok, where Michael Buble's song "Haven't Met You Yet" can be heard playing in the background. Game of Thrones and The Mandalorian star Pedro Pascal's little sister came out as trans to the world publicly via a February cover story, Spanish language entertainment magazine. Yeah. "My transition has been something that's very natural for everyone in my family," Lux said in the feature about how supportive the people in her life were, as reported by People. "It's almost something that they expected to happen. And one of those most supportive people was none other than her older brother, Pedro. Pedro has been an important part of this," Lux continued. "He's also an artist and has served as a guide for me. He was one of the first people to gift me the tools that started shaping my identity." Video game streamer and Twitch personality Robin Tucker came out as a transgender woman in February Twitter and Instagram posts, sharing the news with fans while stating that he is still using he or him pronouns for the time being, but is excited to share the journey with others. "I am becoming a trans woman," Robin wrote in his announcement. "It's still very early on in the process and I'm still almost in disbelief," he continued. "For now, I'm still going by the name Robin and I'm still using he or him pronouns, but I'm choosing to bring you in the loop early and hopefully you'll want to join me on this journey." After a nearly 3-year-long hiatus, YouTube star and comedian Lily Johansson, who is well known for creating the Joe Goes YouTube channel, posted a heartfelt video on YouTube in early March entitled "The Cost of Costumes," where she discussed the journey she's had over the years in discovering her truest and most authentic self, coming out as a trans woman. "When you're being authentic, your essence shines and people want to be around you," she reflected. "My story is not Joe became Lily. My story is Lily stopped pretending to be Joe." WWE's Friday Night SmackDown correspondent and interview Kayla Braxton posted a heartfelt message about her sexuality to her now deleted Twitter account in early March. The 27-year-old media personality who co-hosts the WWE's weekly social media talk show, The Bump, proudly and publicly announced that she is bisexual, saying, "My whole life, I've had to choose. Are you black? Are you white? Which bubble do you feel in on the SATs? I always filled in other because nothing applied to me. Tonight, I choose to be over having to choose. Hello world, I'm Kayla. Oh, and yeah, I'm bi." The 23-year-old English actress who plays Hailey Steinfeld's best friend or love interest, Sue Gilbert in Apple TV's super queer historical comedy series Dickinson, took to Twitter in March to clarify comments she made about queerness in a recent interview with Square Mile and how she, in fact, identifies herself as queer. "I love the term queer," Han told the lifestyle publication. "I don't think it is specifically about sexuality. I see it as a mindset and feeling empowered in the bizarre and the strange sides of myself. I think queer is a beautiful word in that sense. It's an attitude. That's how I identify to my friends in New York." When a fan took issue with the suggestion that queerness is an attitude, they reached out personally to Hunt on Twitter, and Hunt was more than happy to engage. "I love you so much, and I loved your interview," Twitter user @Dashtin6 wrote to Hunt. "However, being queer isn't an attitude. I can't just change being this way like I can my attitude when having a bad day. I still love you though. I actually completely agree with you, and when the interviewer asked me directly if I was queer, I got anxious and fumbled my answer, having not openly talked about my identity for long," Hunt replied. In a March interview with the Joe Rogan on his popular podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, the Grammy-nominated singer, who has publicly been open about being queer and talking about their sexuality and their attraction to both men and women in the past, was comfortable enough to label themselves as pansexual. I was engaged to a man last year, Lovato told Rogan when asked about their prior engagement to actor Max Ehrich and whether or not they want to have children in the future. I totally thought I would be married, maybe pregnant by now, and that's not the case. They continued, I also don't know if I'm going to end up with a guy, so I can't really see myself maybe getting pregnant. I'm so fluid now, and a part of the reason why I'm so fluid is because I was super closeted off. You mean sexually fluid? Rogan asked. You like girls or you like boys? Yeah, anything really, Lovato responded. What do they call that, like pansexual or something like that? Rogan asked. Yeah, pansexual, Lovato confirmed. Then, in a series of tweets they posted in May, they talked openly about their journey with their gender, identifying as non-binary, and how they now use they or them pronouns. Every day we wake up, we're given another opportunity and chance to be who we want and who we wish to be. I've spent the majority of my life growing in front of all of you. You've seen the good, the bad, and everything in between. Demi wrote, not only has my life been a journey for myself, I was also living for those on the other side of the cameras. They continued, today is a day I'm so happy to share more of my life with you all. I'm proud to let you know that I identify as non-binary and will officially be changing my pronouns to they or them moving forward. Closing our part 1 of this video series is Corey Walsh. The 27-year-old pro BMX rider and van spokesperson took to Instagram in late March to pen an emotional post about his journey to self-acceptance and what it was like to come out as a gay man to the people closest to him in his life, especially since there's still not that many out and proud role models in the BMX industry. If you were to tell me a year ago that today was going to be the day where I said fuck it and let the world in on my personal life, I would have told you that's never going to happen, Walsh wrote. But thanks to the support of my family, friends and sponsors, I can finally accept the fact that I'm gay and be open about it. He continued, trust me, I'm not the person who wants to let people in on my personal life, and in a perfect world, I will not have to. But the reality is, there are a lot of people still struggling with the same situation, and I just wanted to let people know that they are not alone. I feel like the world is shifting into a more understanding place, and now is the time to open up the conversation within our communities every chance we get. So, here we are. Check out part 2 of this video, which is our last part, and remember to subscribe, like, and leave us a comment.